A long, long time ago in Scotland, there was a brave soldier. His name is Macbeth. He's the Thing of Glamis, a title given to men of high rank at the time. In a battle against Norway, Macbeth was especially fearless. He defeated the invading army from Norway and saved Scotland. After the battle, it was foggy and thundering. Macbeth and his good friend Banquo saw three witches appeared in front of them. The witches told Macbeth, "You will soon be the Thing of Cawdor, and later you will be the King of Scotland. Ha 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 ha." Banquo, while you will never be the king, your sons and your offsprings will be the king. Macbeth wondered, did they say your children will be kings? Well, I'm not so sure about trusting them. They said you will be the king as well. Banquo shrugged. Duncan, the King of Scotland at the time, learned the amazing job that Macbeth did in the battle, so he rewarded Macbeth by giving him the title of the Thing of Cawdor. Duncan also announced that his son Malcolm will be the heir to the throne. The amazed Macbeth said to himself, "I'm now the Thing of Cawdor. Does that mean the witches are telling the truth? Does that mean that I will be the king someday? If so, does that mean I will have to kill King Duncan?" He calmed himself, took a deep breath, and told himself, "No, no, no. If I will be the king, my fate will lead me there someday." However, Macbeth was still bothered by what the witches said. He decided to write a letter to his wife, Lady Macbeth, about how he was told that he will be the king by the witches. Lady Macbeth read the letter. "Well, I wish my husband could be the king, and I want to be the queen." She was excited and ambitious. She believed that Macbeth should kill King Duncan to get the throne, but she also knew that Macbeth was too kind to do that. Lady Macbeth decided to help Macbeth with the murder. That night, King Duncan went to Macbeth's castle to celebrate his amazing work in the battle. He planned to have dinner and stay overnight there. Lady Macbeth said to Macbeth, "Perfect! Duncan will not be leaving the castle tomorrow. We will kill him while he's asleep." Macbeth refused. "I cannot kill King Duncan." Macbeth said to himself, "I really want to be the king, but I'm too scared to kill the king. And he is a great king loved by the people of Scotland." Lady Macbeth was not giving up. Macbeth asked Lady Macbeth, "What if we fail?" She convinced Macbeth to follow her plan. "As long as we are courageous, nothing can go wrong," Lady Macbeth believed. Macbeth finally agreed to kill King Duncan. After that, Macbeth was starting to feel feverish. He saw a bloody dagger floating in front of him. It was pointing towards Duncan's room. It was not there when he tried to reach for it. He knew it was wrong to kill the king for his ambition, but he still decided to do it. When Duncan and his guards were asleep, there were no stars shining outside. Lady Macbeth told Macbeth to kill King Duncan. Lady Macbeth then smeared Duncan's blood on the guards with her hands so other people would believe that the guards killed the king. King Duncan was dead, but Macbeth was starting to feel bad about what he did. "Don't worry, we just need to wash our hands and not think about what happened. Everything will be fine," said Lady Macbeth. The next morning, Macduff, a Scottish nobleman, along with Duncan's son, Malcolm and Donalbain, found that the king had passed. "Oh no, our King Duncan is dead! Horror!" said Macduff. Malcolm and Donalbain did not know who to trust. They worried that they will be the murderer's next target, so they fled Scotland. Malcolm went to England and Donalbain went to Ireland. The thanes and noblemen decided to meet and discuss what happened. They suspected Malcolm and Donalbain for murdering their dad, as they are nowhere to be found. They have also decided that since Malcolm, Duncan's son was gone, Macbeth will now be the king. Meanwhile, in Scotland, a lot of strange things happened. It was always dark and the sun was not rising. An owl attacked a falcon and Duncan's horses ate each other. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth got the power they wanted, but they weren't happy. Macbeth had become more cruel and fearful. Macbeth was worried that Banquo would find out what he did and someone would take the throne away from him. He decided that Banquo and his son must be killed, so he ordered 3 murderers to kill them. In the evening, Macbeth hosted a feast in his castle to celebrate his new position as the King of Scotland. During the feast, he saw the ghost of Banquo, a friend that he had killed. Macbeth was frightened and started to act strangely. His guests start to get worried about him. No one can see the ghost but Macbeth. Lady Macbeth tried to calm Macbeth down, but it did not work. Macbeth was so frightened that he decided that he should go visit the witches tomorrow to learn more about what will happen. Macbeth went to the witches. The witches are brewing a potion full of scary ingredients. Toe of a frog, scale of a dragon, tooth of a wolf, I add, ha 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 ha. Then the first spirit appeared. It was a floating head with an army helmet on. He said, "Beware of Macduff." Then it disappeared. "I knew it. He had been very suspicious lately," Macbeth responded. The second one was a child with blood on him. He told Macbeth, "No one born of a woman can harm you." The third one was a child wearing a crown and holding a tree. He told Macbeth, "You will be safe as long as the forest does not rise to the mountains." Macbeth said, "Well, everyone has a mother and forests cannot move. That means I am safe." Macbeth then asked, "Let me know, will Banquo's kids be the king?" After that, 8 kings appeared. They walked in a line and the last one was holding a mirror, with Banquo behind him. Macbeth was not happy. "Why do you guys show me stuff like that? I do not want to see that." He questioned the witches about what he saw, but they vanished. In the meantime, Macduff, the nobleman who suspected Macbeth for foul play, traveled to England to seek help from the righteous English king. He planned to work with Malcolm as well. "My good lord," Macduff and Malcolm decided that they would trust each other and work together to overthrow you, Macbeth was informed by his servant. This annoyed Macbeth. He let his feelings take over his mind. He could no longer think properly before he makes decisions, so he asked his servant, "Attack Macduff's castle and kill his kids and wife." At night, in Macbeth's castle on the mountain, Lady Macbeth's servant invited a doctor to come over. "She had been sleepwalking and incredibly afraid of the dark lately," said her servant. Lady Macbeth had been very guilty about killing Duncan. While she was in her dreams, she walked towards the sink and washed her hands for 15 minutes. She tried to remove the blood on her hands, although there was no actual blood on them. "Out! Blood out! Why did Duncan have so much blood?" Lady Macbeth said while in her dreams. Then Lady Macbeth went back to bed. "I'm so sorry. I don't know how to treat that. I suggest that she should visit a holy person like a priest," said the doctor. In the forest at the bottom of the mountains near Macbeth's castle, Macduff, Malcolm, and the army was preparing for the battle against Macbeth. Malcolm told every soldier to cut off a branch from the forest and hold it in front of them to disguise as trees while marching towards Macbeth's castle on the mountains. Macbeth knew that the army was coming. He said to himself, "I have nothing to be worried about. The witches told me that I am safe from anything. The forest would not move and everyone has a mother. I am protected against any threat." However, Macbeth still put on his armor and weapons, so he will be ready to fight just in case the army comes. "Ah!" Suddenly, Macbeth heard a sound of women crying. His servant told him, "Oh, my good lord, Lady Macbeth is dead. She killed herself." However, Macbeth did not feel much anymore. He cannot see hope in his life. Macbeth said, "She would have died anyway. It does not matter anymore at this point. Life is meaningless." Macbeth looked outside through the window. He saw the army with tree branches coming towards him. Macbeth cried, "The witches have lied to me. Now I have nowhere to go. The forest is coming towards the mountain. I will fight. No man was not born from a woman, so I do not have to fear." Macduff eventually found Macbeth. "Don't waste your time, Macduff. Just leave. The witches gave me a charm. I could not be defeated by any man born from a woman." Macbeth laughed. Macduff replied, "Well, I'm so sorry. I was taken out of my mother's body by the doctor. She did not give birth to me." Macbeth panicked. He learned the witches had tricked him, and there's nothing he could do. He realized that he should not have trusted the evil witches. "Although the witches have now tricked me, I will fight till my very last breath," said Macbeth. Macduff started to fight with Macbeth. In the fight, Macduff attacked and killed Macbeth. "We have finally gotten rid of that scary beast, Macbeth." Macduff announced that Macbeth is now dead. Duncan's son, Malcolm, finally became the king. Scotland now has a good leader and a bright future. In Macbeth's story, we learn the danger of ambition and greed. In the beginning of the play, Macbeth is a brave and loyal soldier. However, after he became too ambitious, his greed has caused him to make a series of bad decisions. He became too obsessed with getting the power that he will do anything for it, including murdering other people. He felt incredibly guilty and fearful afterwards, ultimately leading to his downfall. From Macbeth, we can learn that we must think carefully before making any decisions, as our actions will have consequences. That's the end of today's story.